Battle starts. We got these two Hellfire Watchers, which can be trouble. So, I think my character is gonna try and disable them if we can. But first, let's drink the potion of speed. That's fine.
I wonder if the gods are watching me.
Gonna get a little bit closer. Fire off our arrow of many targets into one of these enemies here. And yeah, lock up the fire realms as well. And now... oh no. I can't use... no, that still should be alright. Right? Yeah, we got our action here. And... yeah, something's not working out correctly. This, hold monsters should still be available. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, what we're gonna do here then is use this Glyph of Warding Sleep on this group. And I guess it didn't actually put the Hellfire Watcher to sleep either. Alright, well, that was a mistake.
What fools these mortals be.
Gale, drink your potion of speed. Use your Glyph of Warding Sleep on this group.
Yes, of course.
And I think one of the enemies saved. And then run up this away. And use it on that group as well. Alright, good deal. So we only got one enemy that's not asleep, plus the Hellfire Watchers. And now, end your turn, Gale. My character's gonna end the turn as well.
Have to keep going.
Shadowheart is gonna run this way. Oh, I guess there are two enemies that are not affected by sleep. Click heals. Get a little bit closer. And then fire off your Sunbeam. Well, I guess not. Well, fire off your Guiding Bolt into the Hell Watcher, I think. That's what we're gonna do. Missed, which is unfortunate. End turn. And the Health Watcher there seemed to have smacked one of its... no, one of our allies. There's Grindo
Fight,
Biggs.
my fellow Gondians. Take back your freedom.
Karlach's gonna frenzy. Run up this away and start throwing her returning pike into the Fist of Bane here.
To do it.
Not gonna trigger the paralyzing critical. Shadowheart or Karlach should be able to finish off this Fist of Bane easily. Yep, kills him off with the second throw. Action Surge to recover your actions. And now attack this Iron Council Underbite. Doing some really good damage. And continue doing your damage there. Karlach unfortunately missed one of the attacks. And this time actually we're gonna use Lock of the Far Realms and Paralyzing Critical. To prevent that enemy from doing anything. End turn. The Air Myrmidon is Gonna teleport closer to the Hell Watcher here and use its electrified flail on it. Missed and turn. The other air Myrmidon's gonna do the same. And that time it was actually able to stun the Watcher. Very good. And turn. The water elemental is gonna teleport in close and use the multi-attack on the Hell Watcher. And then turn. And us gonna get closer and fire Synaptic Discharge into it as well. Immune to psychic damage. Forget about that. And turn. And the Tubin guy, what can you throw? Nothing, huh? Well, you just hang out back there. We got one of the Gondians actually woke up a whole bunch of these people. And this Iron Council is casting silence, so Gale tried to counterspell him for me. Success, good deal. Now he's using a buff on one of its buddies. These Gondians are just wrecking my plans by waking up the enemies that I didn't want woken up. And now they're waking up some other allies. Well, we'll see how it shakes out. Does Bane's Wrath on that enemy or that Gondian? So we're not gonna react, I think. Kind of surprised that that Gondian is doing as well as it's doing.
Dare raise your hand against us.
And now we have some more of these enemies using their actions to wake up their buddies.
I will not allow it.
Alright, and that guy is using Spirit Guardians, so my character is gonna counterspell him. We don't want any of my Gondian peoples here to get attacked by it. Alright. One of the black hands or black gauntlets tried to dominate Shadowheart, but was unsuccessful.
Keep fighting.
My character is gonna move out of the way. Shadowheart
Let up.
is gonna move in a little bit closer. Tank an attack of opportunity. And then fire off a sunbeam. Come on. No, no. Gonna readjust a little bit, I guess. We'll get a little bit closer. And try to fire the sunbeam so it doesn't affect any of my allies. Alright, I think we gotta fire it from here. Yeah, there we go. Sunbeam! And then drink your potion of speed. Cast your Spirit Guardians. And stack some Radiant Orbs on the enemies here. Protect or provoked an attack of opportunity from the Hell Watcher, but thankfully it missed. There we have it. Stacked a whole bunch of damage and Radiant Orbs. Alright, and turn.
Leave me.
Next, my character is gonna back up to these stairs
Forward.
tank an attack of opportunity. We're gonna fire an arrow of many targets into one of the enemies here. Which was actually a critical hit to boot as well. And now we're gonna use Hold Monster on that Hell Watcher. Right? We don't have any other concentration. Yep. Alright. Good deal. And now we're gonna fire another arrow of many targets. Going into Fist of Bane, a nuke. And then turn.
Recite their demise.
Gale is gonna fire off a level 4 magic missile. Going into this Iron Council Martin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just to make sure they're dead. Then fire a level 4 magic missile. This one's gonna be spread out. I'm just gonna make sure that I've got around 10 Radiant Orbs stacked on all of the enemies. There we go. This one doesn't have any. So now they do. And then turn. The Steel Watchers are unable to move.
I forever, pal.
And now Karlak can clear out some of these enemies. This Fist of Bane Anuk is gonna go first. Then we're gonna take out the Fist of Bane Gudrun. Then use our Frenzied Throw against the same enemy, which should kill her off. And then the final one against Fist of Bane Zanahade. Hopefully kill her off as well. Yep. And then turn. The Myrmidon is gonna try and paralyze or stun this Black Gauntlet Endora. And yeah, we'll use Cutting Words to try and make it hit. Very good. And turn. The other Air Myrmidon is gonna try and stun this Black Gauntlet. But unfortunately it missed. And then turn. The Air Elemental is gonna use a multi-attack on the stunned Hellfire Watcher here. And then turn. And us will use a Synaptic Discharge against this Black Gauntlet here. Missed. And turn. And Tubin's gonna hang out in the corner again. Alright, one of the Gondians woken up its friend and attacked one of the enemies. That particular Gondian was low health, tried to use Shocking Grasp on the Hell's Watcher. It was actually a critical hit. That Gondian used Scorching Ray on one of the consoles, I think, or Fist of Bane. And the Gondians are doing more harm than good, I think.
Bend the knee, or I will break it.
So that Black Gauntlet is using Dominate Person on my character, so Gale's gonna counterspell him. Alright, very good so far.
Princey's motivation sequence activated.
And that Black Gauntlet has initiated its
Sequence trigger imminent.
yeah, activated the motivator, and we got a try and get to it and disarm it. So, Shadowheart's gonna run up to it, disable it,
My heart's about to hammer right out of my chest.
and then tag some more enemies with her Spirit Guardians. Then also click heals and run this away towards these enemies. Got attacked by attack of opportunity, but thankfully it missed. Alright, and finally run over this away. Tanking some attacks of opportunities, that's fine. And then use Guiding Bolt on this Fist of Bane Polundulus. Or Polundulus. Sounds Greek.
I will raise. I won't give in.
Alrighty. What can we do here? I think my character is gonna fire off an arrow of many targets into this group right here. Did some really good damage. And actually that Black Gauntlet already used up their motivator. So we're just gonna fire on the Black Gauntlet and Dora with the offhand crossbow.
Princey's motivation sequence activated.
And then run up and disable it.
Here we go.
Easy.
Yes, sirree. And then turn.
I don't fancy their chances.
Where is this Grindo Biggs? Right over there. Alright, fair enough. Gale, you fire off your level 2 magic missile. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going into this Fist of Bane Polundulus. And hopefully kill him off. And then one's gonna go into this Black Gauntlet. Yep, was enough to finish off the enemy. And these have 10 Radiant Orbs all around. Alright. I think we're doing pretty well here. So fire off a level 4 magic missile going into this Black Gauntlet to kill him off.
Princey's motivation sequence.
And then turn.
Not give up.
Karlag's gonna run up and deactivate the motivator.
Deactivated. Thank the gods.
And then she's gonna throw her returning pike into this Fist of Bane Amina. Thrones her and the second one. Alrighty. And end your turn. The Myrmidon's gonna try and stun this Watcher here. And turn. The second Myrmidon will try to do the same. Unsuccessful. And then turn. The Water Elemental's gonna use a multi-attack on the Steel Watcher, or Hellfire Watcher rather, and then turn. And us is gonna end turn as well. So will Tubin guy. And of course, the Gondians are gonna go and try to get themselves in a really bad position, probably. Alright, yeah, you're doing your attacks there, but I'd rather you just kinda hung around and moved away from these Hell Watchers. And that one actually activated the self-destruct sequence, which is really not good. Alright. Shadowheart, run up to this guy. Too heavy to throw. I'll cast Warding Bond on this Chlorfalson person to reduce the damage, so hopefully he can survive this explosion. And it looks looks like my character is lethargic now. End turn. Alright, did any of the Gondians die? Nope, doesn't look like it, so I'll call it a success. And up here, Karlak, go ahead and just go ham on that Hellfire Watcher and try to kill him off. Alrighty. And Frenzied Throw. Keep throwing, girl. And now blow up as well. Actually missed. And turn. The water elemental is gonna use its multi-attack and sacrifice itself. Well, I guess this Myrmidon will have to do it then. And the reason I'm doing this is actually cancel this guy. I know that some of these Gondians gonna Leroy Jenkins into this Hell Watcher. Probably gonna get killed off. So I'd rather my Myrmidons, or like us, would die off instead. Yeah, I don't think it can do much. Alright, Gondians, it's on you. If you run up to this enemy, get killed off, you know, I tried. Alright, what are you guys doing? Alright, actually, they didn't Leroy Jenkins themselves. Very good.